Sala nung halay ko tanong sa kata ninyo nala. Shalom. Lahuda hiyo ko sangkora haya. Hay hado na kasahado na. Laidu dani hada na ko sarihada. Lairu ganala. Lai susu godarora. Runa. Lai guda sansanto hay da dirhana yadona. I am Adonaí. Sansa hauda hulugula lena hudala. Singkadarala ingudahiyau ton kunala. Santa nani udahila ting unalana. Amen. I am Adonaí. I am Adonaí. I am Cristo. I am Yeshua. I am Santissima. I am Santo. I am Sante. I am Santisia. Sahida lairuna sengkutaralunana. Laiduna sika sisa na dola lai hagoda dan kota sisa di alogoda haniana. Darah ko nariha sundalana. Ay tunde ki sahuda yural hay nogoda haniana. Amen. Sonda hiya dola hiya susukotarinyana. Santuna di dala. I am like this because this is how I get married with Cristo, Yeshua, Susala, Sakuna, Sasu, Sasi, Sustenagala, Jehovah, Huhoda, Zengodalala, and just few of his so many names. This is how I got married to him in heaven before they were born, which only my Father, I, Yeshua, and my tribes know. We were the first born on earth before we become what we are now, humans. Lai ho hay sun gararo ko talay nung gulala. Sunahi ko talay gulala. Our first race was mermaids, Shokoi, Haltuda, Sinkosara, Naikutala, Ndara, Sisusandurala, Deruhula, Sinkatsusandiduhoday Kondarala. We were first at the Pacific Ocean from west to the east. Naisa hadon hayana, which you called now Armageddon. This is what we were. The 12 tribes was sent to the world as the sea creatures, sea serpents. Naisunar ho dala ni Oda. Which every 3 p.m. we changes ourselves into human nature. With long hairs, long feet, tall people. They know kasi horad huda like na. I am not just Mona Lisa. I have so many names that you can name. As we are the 12 tribes who were first sent, who was then sent from heaven to the east. So here ko na Pacific Ocean, which your Bible called Armageddon. So na ko This is where it was in the beginning. We were serpents cast out to replenish the world. There were times that I was born with my Sonea, with my Sonea, with my granddad and grandma in a very long, far away land. A sitio, a little island, where through their magic wand, we become a princess of pearls, colorful. I know this sounds, for humans, I know this sounds really, like only happens in the book. But as I asked my angelos how many chakras I have opened. He said some sip song, 32. The other day I had the crown, the 12 crown of stars. I had the magenta and the stigmata of Christ. Also, the golden roses on my right feet and color red one on my left. For anyone who will see me won't see in their human nature, but the serpents will do, as they know who I am. What serpents am I talking about? They are the angels of God. Angels of God with wing. They are serpent. I am the third member of the God's head, the Holy you call Spirit. When the world was first made, my brother Yeshua, Yahweh, Jehovah, Suhada, Maduralala, Tinkasanda, Narna, Yahasha, Sasunsa, Tasanda, in just few of his so many names. Curse me when I test Eve. That I will work until I reverse the word. As he will be, he will, as he will make something to pay, like it was a sin to make humans. But I wanted the dog. I wanted the dog. So we went down. And they were making creating. They were doing something. It's forbidden to tell me, but I did something. Through Father, I asked Father to make me a dog. Chihuahua, which is you called now Shih Tzu. And then he put my spirit into him. And we brought them into the first where we really originated, where humans really was been before the creation of the world, when we were living as spirits in each other. If we are somewhere else, as we call, like you are in other countries, they call you a FOREIGNER, as I cannot really say it straight, as it's in tetragramma letter. It's not Nani ko sa sarap halari data. It's not a good thing. It's like us to other planets. When they are down here, we are just as spirits to them. But to us, we see each other. We have flesh, and they are the same in other planets. When they are there, they see each other. But the spirit world, they'll see you as you are, a spirit behind you. So I was making that, the dog. And then Father made fair for me and my narosa na also ne ako ko dala da wala di wala rin na. He made fair to mate because we were all made in pair with our mates. And then we brought it with us, but it wasn't allowed. So Father cast us down with my atsusulay higuna wala rangwala granddad. And then he make a person, a human, a person, and then with his larusan na this is forbidden to say. So once in my lifetime, I was a princess with full of pearls around me. The pearl just the pearl just keep blooming and blooming and blooming in our bodies. There were times also that I was a mermaid. It was the very first time that when heaven was down, was near by the planet Earth. Until humans becomes greedy. The color of my tail was orange. And I have my crown just here. And then there were times also that I was just a spirit. I was roaming around between worlds. Because that's what happened to me. I was cursed. That I will work until I reverse the curse. That is why Yeshua, which is Holy Spirit, came down as Jesus. My Holy Spirit was a cocoa, a phoenix. That's what our spirits are, made of birds. There were times I was a contessa in Espanol. There were times in my lifetime I was a princess. I was a queen. I was a Jacondè. Lakonda sa hutara kundarahada. A majesty. But through all those, behind every richness, wealth that my was spirit, as wala a lifetime, past lives, There were sorrows deep within, that there's something is missing. But the worst part in my life, in my past life, was when I was the first Mona Lisa. So, lali ko sa notadorana. Da Vinci, Sunarami, rate me. Chikola di kalare tala. RAPE. That woman. May Mona. Still remember it. It was the worst past life I had. From being first, the Mona. Oh man. In Lisa. It was the time when I got lost in the limbo. The portal from heaven. Trying to get home, but I wasn't. My spirit was sent to for a war, because that's what we do. We go for a war, battles. I was sent for a battle, and then on the way home, I got lost in the limbo and fell to the earth. Break my wings. Broke my wings. I could not. I just keep looking. I'm scared at heights. When I was Mona in Lisa. When I was Mona. But I'm just glad because I have a bench. He had a bench, is Mona. That was the past life. The very, very bad past life I ever had. The Mona Lisa. Alis muna. Just go for now. Which is the meaning in tetragramma. That's when the time I could not get home. They've been looking for me everywhere. My angels were looking for me everywhere. When they paint me, when the bench shift, so wala ito sa kada bench shift. Masuk ko dala. Tunay ko, Adonai, my sword. Adonai. I never have I can only smile because I see my angels. I smile like this. If they sing me a lullaby, my Mona Lisa, la di so la la na. When they sing me a lullaby from tetra that I used to sing. Oh, you know when you remember when you have your everything open, it's like they say it's heaven on earth. Really, it's like you are something really really different. You become something you are not. You know, because once you remember something about from your past life, how you like this. I remember that when I was Mona in Lisa, when I was Mona Jacondè, Mona Jacondè. Saudara gulay, puro gulay ko na rin. Itu is Adonaí. I thought they say when you have your chakra open, you'll be 70,077.7 x7. Kulari Allah. It's just a few by so many names. But there were past life I have that I was tied up on the tree and when shot. There were time also I was cupped. Diana, lalo ka din mo laladi na ka. I was cupped. It was in Egypt. I was cupped. And then they make me eat under the table. They feed me to the light. So good to the lala. And there were also times I was born as little Moses, floating on that river, which the women's found me. There's There were also times I was one of Maria in Noah's. You know why it all happened? Because it was my work to find the tribes. Which is he said, he will come before this generation ends. He will come. He will come because the tribes is whole and it's fruitful.
were also time when, when Moses went up to Mount Sinai, as we call heaven. This heaven, I have planted the branch of me in here, on the side of his um placenta. I don't know how you placenta where the baby. I plant a branch, and then that's how we chip, like it's like a chip for us, for Adonaí, to see what that what that because what that person is, that's how we guide, he is being guided. He planted a branch into the placenta, about that big, and then up in heaven, in tetragramma device, he just sweep, no, wala, ano ka na, swipe, and then he see what the person were doing. That's how he guide through it, as it for us it cheap. There were past life I have when I was an owl, EWL. There were time I was just a simple human being. There are just so many. It's still here. It is still here. It's not going up yet. Once, still here. So from the worst of the worst, is that one in Mona Lisa, in when I was Mona Jacondè. Oh, Mona. When I was Mona Jacondè. The Contessa was okay, but I was deep within me, I was missing again something. When I was the Contessa, we wear a hat covering our, like there's a veil in here. My favorite color was like purple with the biel. Like that here, the sombrero, a hat, and then it's covers here, in here. But I like it here when it's covering my, like this. That's when I was a Contessa, and always wear heels. I can still see it when I was, but in Mona Lisa, it was the time when I came from the battle, when I incarnated as Mona Lisa. It was the time when I was sent for a battle. When I sent my father for a battle, because that's what we do. That's how we protect humans. That's how we protect you. Many angels fell down when they get lost. Usually their wings get on the portal. We get lost in there, and then we fell down. Sometimes we break our ribs, and then So that's when we cannot go home. That's when we cannot go home. So for us to live, we reincarnate. Or we reincarnate. we we see what is for us. So if we see that's seed inside the fruit is for us to eat, we wait for it until it's full bloom. What's full bloom? It come out. That's when its first cry. We promise what to do with it. We make our own oath. OETH. That we will protect and help the needy in the form of humans. Just so God won't get angry at what we do. Because after they were looking for us. They wait for us to come, and if they don't come, they look. And then, because of the vibration of the earth, they could not. Long time ago, it was easy to find because the radiation was let's say that the earth wasn't that dirty. It was unlike now. Like now. That's what we do when angels fell down from heaven, from the portal, from the battle where they've been in. Especially when they get humans, we go to war. We go to war in spirit world to eat. We work. That's why you must not whine everything. If you cannot get what you want, stop whining because angels. Oh, sulari kulari kadali dyan. Anyway, that's all for now. Ikot asa sa kadalaw. My niece and nephews are here. It's gonna be the door will be noisy again. See, hear that? Oh, sugala rin wala rin alala. They bring me water because I'm not allowed to go out and I have no water. So my niece and nephew do that for me. So anyway, that's all for now. Just please stop whining when you cannot get what you want because angels are working really. They get to the worst seat. Huwag sa susalit yung halala. That's all for now. Ma, narawasan it. Ano.